In this special client case study episode, I'm going to be breaking down how my client was able to make $11,000 inside of her brand new membership with under 1,400 followers on social media. I'll be breaking down exactly what she did to make it happen and realistically where she's going to be a year from now, 2 years from now, and 5 years from now if she keeps this up. Let's get into it. Welcome to the $1 Million Memberships Podcast, where we help entrepreneurs like yourself start, grow, and scale multiple 6- and 7-figure online memberships with simple step-by-step strategies that actually work.
Your life is about to get so good.
Let's dive in. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the $1 Million Memberships Podcast. I am bringing you a special client case study episode today, which I just realized I don't think I've done a client case study episode on this podcast. So I'm really excited to get into it because these are really fun to just kind of break down the actual strategy. I know we talk all the time and you hear all the time all over social media of like, my client did this, my blah, 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 my member did this. And it's like, okay, cool, but how? And that's what we're going to do today. And why I really like this case study in particular is because it's really like squashing that belief that in order to have a membership, you have to have this massive social media presence. And if you are intentional with what you're doing and you actually have strategy behind you, so today I'm talking about one of our members inside of $1 Million Memberships Club. And again, she was able to come into the membership. She was starting her membership from scratch. Like even months prior to this, it wasn't even an idea in her head. Maybe like a little bit, but like the actual structure, everything to do with her membership, it wasn't even there. So she came into $1 Million Memberships Club, brand new, fresh ideas, and built her membership right from there. And within 2 months of being inside of $1 Million Memberships Club, she was able to make her first $11,000. Again, no prior membership experience, and she had under 1,400 social media followers as well. So in this episode, again, I'm going to break down exactly what she did. And then I'm going to break down where she's realistically going to be if she keeps this up in another year, 2 to 3 years, 5 years, etc. So let's get into exactly what she did here. So number one, obvious point, she took the plunge and joined $1 Million Memberships Club. Now, because she was starting with a brand new membership, she started right from the beginning. So she got really, really clear on exactly who she helps and her messaging first. And she did that with our messaging and ideal member guide. And when I say extremely clear, I'm talking like she created a client avatar. This is one of the exercises that we have you do inside $1 Million Memberships Club, but she created an actual avatar where like she knew this person's name, what they would do in their spare time, what their days look like, what they're feeling like on a day-to-day basis, what they do in their spare time, work time, all the things, like actually creating a person, an avatar that you can visually see in your mind anytime you're going to do any sort of content creation, sales, etc. So that's just an important piece to know, is not just being like, oh, this is who I help, but like getting so extremely clear on who it is you help. What is their immediate problem? And when I say immediate problem, I'm meaning like, what are those surface level problems? The things that they actually understand is a problem. That is the one thing that she had to uncover, is not just what is their actual problem, like the thing that will actually help them, but like, what is that thing that they know to search on Google, or they know to ask their AI bot or whatever else. Okay. That's a really, really important difference here, is just knowing what that surface level problem is. Then she had to get really, really clear on what did they actually want? What is that transformation that they want? What is that lifestyle that they want, or that life that they want? Or what is the actual problem that they need solved? What is that? And what does that actually look like and feel like for them? Now, once she was able to get really, really clear on who this person is, and again, really, really clear on who this person is, she spent the majority of her time in our sales and launching section inside of the membership and on calls. And this is really important. I'm going to tell you why in a little second. But first, when she got into our sales and launching section, the first thing that she did is she went straight to our incubator events. If you don't know what an incubator event is, you're probably not inside $1 Million Memberships Club, or maybe you're new to the podcast, but I talk about this all the time. This is kind of like our $1 Million Memberships way of saying sales event, but it's like a sales event on steroids. And it's a method that we teach inside $1 Million Memberships Club. But she landed right there and she followed that strategy to a T. I'm talking she rewatched the setup videos numerous times. She went through it with like a fine comb, all of the step-by-steps. Inside of this module, we have it step-by-step of what you actually need to do to set up an incubator event. She went through that thing with a fine comb and made sure she had everything in place. Once she got the strategy down, she then went and held her very first incubator event. Again, she just came into this membership like a month ago at this point and got right to work on doing this event. So she held a sales event where she was helping people with one specific problem. Remember, she knew exactly who her ideal member avatar was, but she took one problem that they were struggling with. Even if they had 5, 7 main problems, she took one of those problems and created trainings and a support container around it. She brought people off of social media and into her world and taught them and helped them and guided them through this one single problem that they had. She almost brought them into like a miniature version of a membership for free. And she gave a ton of value, a ton of support. She was able to actually connect with them. And the best thing is they were off of social media. So when they were there with her, they were actually there with her. They weren't just swiping through, getting distracted, ending up on other pages and videos and all the things. She actually had their attention, which is important. She gave the value, she helped people, she actually connected with people, and only after the people who joined this sales event were able to actually see real value from this and got real support and real wins from this, she presented her membership as the next best step for them. And the best part about this is it really doesn't feel like she was going and selling this thing. It was just like an actual best next step. It was a natural progression from what they were doing. And if they wanted to continue that with her, the next step was to go into the membership, right? She's not bringing these people into a sales event and then having a sales event for 3 months where they don't need the membership. She's giving them a taste of what it would actually look like to be inside of this membership. And on top of that, she gave them an urgency and a bonus to get them in right away. So it wasn't just like one of those things that they thought, oh, this was amazing, maybe I'll join later. It was like, this was amazing, I want to keep this up. And if I join right now, I get an incentive for doing it. I'm in. And now here's the really important piece that she did that I find so many people miss if they're inside of a membership. Remember, I wasn't working with her at a high capacity. She wasn't a one-on-one client of mine who was paying me thousands of dollars a month to work with me on this. She's inside of $1 Million Memberships Club, which is my membership. It's under $200 a month. It's considered a low mid-ticket membership. And this is what she did that so many people miss, is she showed up to every single one of our calls that we offer while she was doing this. She put it in her calendar just like she would do any other business meeting, any other business priority. It wasn't just like oh, this membership comes with calls, that's a nice extra bonus. She actually plugged our calls into her calendar to make them and utilize them. So whenever she got on calls, she was able to get that real-time support. She came on calls and she asked about her pricing and what she should be pricing her membership right now with her founding members launch versus what the regular pricing is going to be. She asked about bonuses and urgency and what that should really look like. She got us to go over her messaging and gave us her ideas, and we were able to really give input on what landed. We went over her launch dates. We went over everything for her and supported her on these calls while she was executing her first launch. And this is where I see people go wrong, is they want this like magic button that they join a membership or they join something like $1 Million Memberships Club, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, great, that should be what does this. But then people don't actually utilize what's in there and what's available. And this client did. And you would be absolutely shocked at the support that our members get when they join the calls. It's high level. It's like something I've personally paid over $2,000 a month for in previous masterminds that I've been a part of. She utilized everything. She utilized the community. She utilized the calls. She went through our templates and resources and really scheduled in time to her already busy life. She's also running other businesses. And because of this, even though her membership is brand new, she is well on her way to 6 figures and then well on her way to a 7-figure membership. And it's not because she got this magic button inside of $1 Million Memberships Club, or it's not because she has this magic strategy. It's because she took something that is proven to work that we teach, and she trusted it. She trusted that process, but then she also implemented it. Now, this is just the sales part of things, right? There's other things that go into this, like the visibility. You need to have people actually seeing your membership. That's a part of it. The sales events, what we covered here, that's a huge part of it. There's also building a really engaged community. There's building a world. Those are other parts of it. But implements and is consistent and repeats this, she is well on her way to multiple six figures by the next 2 years. And if she keeps this up, if she keeps up these consistent live sales events, just like she did, nothing needs to change is the thing. She just needs to continue to drive traffic to these sales events and host them strategically throughout the year, and obviously do the other things like building the sticky community, all the other things that we teach inside $1 Million Memberships Club. But these 4 basically pillar concepts inside of the membership, if she just stays consistent with this and is really making sure she is focusing on all 4 of those areas, the visibility, sales events, building a sticky community, building a world within her membership, within 3 to 5 years, she is going to have a 7-figure membership. And that's what it takes, you guys. It just takes consistency, but it also takes implementation and just showing up and doing the thing and prioritizing. There is no like secret button. I want to scream this from the rooftops because I just see so many people get like that shiny object syndrome, and they see something like $1 Million Memberships Club and think, oh my God, that's the ticket. And then go in and don't show up to the calls, don't do the work, whatever it might be, and then don't get the result. And it's like, it's all there. You just have to put in the work. You just have to stay consistent. You just have to implement. That's it. And so this is just like a shining example. It's just such a small example too of exactly this. And I'll definitely make sure I come and I do more of these client case studies in different areas like visibility and building the world and all of the things. But this is just a little small example of how easy it actually can be to make good money inside of your membership just by doing the basics and by getting the support, something like $1 Million Memberships Club. So here are 3 things that this client did that you can actually do this week if you are sitting in this place. Number 1 is just nail your messaging. This is so important because if you don't know how to explain who your membership is for and the benefits of it, then it's going to be really hard to get people inside of it. So just nail your messaging. Really understand what your people are struggling with and what it is that they want. What is that actual specific transformation, transition? Learn your sales events. Even better, come inside $1 Million Memberships Club and learn how to run an incubator event like this client did. And number 3 is show up. Like this is your job. Like you need to, and for many of you, your membership is your job, but you need to treat your membership like it's its own business. You need to prioritize it. You cannot come into the membership world and just think, oh, it's a membership. It's hands off. It should just work for me. If I talk about it on stories or on my social media, people will come in because that's just not the case. You need to show up for it. You need to have strategy for it, and you need to prioritize it like it is your job. So you don't need a massive audience. You just need a really clear message. You need to be able to communicate that message to the audience that you do have. You need a repeatable sales system that you can plug into your calendar every couple months. And it helps to have a community backing you, just like we were able to back this client inside $1 Million Memberships Club. So if you are ready to grow your membership and really actually prioritize your membership this year, I would love to invite you to join $1 Million Memberships Club. You can find all the information in the link in the show notes. You guys know by now, show notes has everything you need. And when you get inside, number 1, come say hi. Introduce yourself. And number 2, look and see when our next call is and get your butt on the call because the calls are absolutely game changing. And you will see what I mean by our calls being very similar to a very high ticket mastermind, especially if you've been inside a mastermind before. So again, head to the show notes, get your membership for $1 Million Memberships Club, and we'll see you inside. That is it for this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.